Hello, hello, welcome back. It's me, Xpsupernova'a, and yep, that's right, we're back in this old world. And today, I'm going to be doing a world tour for you guys, since a lot of you guys came for my Pizza Tower content, but now since I'm going to be doing some Minecraft content for a little bit, along with some other new content coming in the future, I might as well do a world tour for you guys, so that way you know what's here and what it's like around the place. So first of all, this is the world spawn. It's 00, a nice little place to spawn in. It looks nice, and it feels nice. It's got 4 railroads, for in case I need to go in this direction, or this direction. Because I still haven't worked and finished everything here, because I don't know what I want in this direction. I think there's a weather mansion in this direction, I forget kind of, I haven't been here in a while, honestly. But if we just start on the minecart track, get to see spawn, which actually has a copper vein right over there in that little cave, which I was showing for like 3 frames, I think, or something like that. But yeah, we've got a nice little view right here with a flower forest to go right on through, with a village that I've clearly rated. I actually rated that village for that bridge over there, which I still need to finish. I think I broke that torch. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, if you see in the distance, there's a tree and a forest, I think, over there, actually. Which I actually haven't gone over to. I don't actually explore outside of my base too often. Because that's just not what I normally do, because structures don't end up being useful past a certain point, unfortunately. Then we got our first mountain that I've carved through. It's a nice little mountain. I think it's partially a meadow biome, if I'm correct. Yeah, that's a big tree. And it has a beautiful beehive. I mean, this is a tunnel. I don't know what else you'd want to expect from it, really. Just a nice little tunnel that I've gone through many times. And beautiful, honestly. A nice little relaxing railroad ride, because I've made a lot of railroads over here. Also on a side note, I'm not really going to be showing the end, and probably not the nether, because the end doesn't have anything in it, just the fortress. I mean, I do have myself an elytra here, but it's not really worth going to the end right now, since I've made nothing there. Don't plan on refighting the dragon, because there's no point, it doesn't really give me any benefits. Yeah. And here's our first railroad station, which is actually a pretty far distance, along with a unique milestone over here in just a second. And also, yeah, I have a texture pack for grass for savannas, and it was meant to be for Badlands, since I live in a Badlands biome. We'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, I accidentally didn't make it for the Badlands grass, but I did for like almost every other grass, and now it's super green, minus the plains and other stuff that already has pretty green grass. It looks pretty nice, honestly, so I'm probably going to keep it, but I'm going to try to make all the grass green like this. We go over here, we got a nice little hut that I just live in. It's like a little train station, if you will. Got a furnace, it's got a crafting table and a chest with many tridents in it, honestly. Don't know what I'm going to do with those tridents, but probably make a trident killer. Or something along those lines. Get rid of these seeds. And, actually we can walk over here since... Yeah, this was my subscriber count, somewhat. I think my subscriber count was actually 30 when I actually stopped the series. But yeah, I'm going to have to edit this and I'll update this at the end of the video when I can get resources. Or just a little bit later. But yeah, it was made out of wood, and I was going to increase the tiers of it, and I probably still will, actually, to update my new subscriber count, which I could just add another 1, and it would be almost accurate, but not quite. So anyways, let's head on over to my main base. That railroad over there also leads somewhere important, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, we go through this beautiful green savanna that's very nice. I also did it for the leaves, too. I wasn't lazy here. Made the leaves nice looking, too. I swear, it was actually just meant for the Badlands, though. Because, like, I live in one, so I wanted to have some green grass. Unfortunately, I didn't do it properly, but I'll fix that up later. There's also, like, no grass in the Badlands either for me right now. I guess there's something like that, too. And over here, not too far from my base, actually. Also, I haven't finished this bridge yet. I need to do that sometime. We've got ourselves a beautiful village, which is kind of hard to see because it's kind of covered by trees and stuff. But as you can see, a village. I haven't raided that one, but I did take some villagers from it. Because villagers are useful. At least that's something that's good. And I'm going to have to update these villagers before they do the villager changes, so that way my villagers are always overpowered. And I love my overpowered villagers. I like most of the changes. I do not like the armor changes, mind you, because diamonds are not renewable, and people who die a lot are not going to have a good time with that. People who are good at the game for, like, technical stuff, but, like, just suck at surviving, yeah, they're going to be in an awful time. And that's kind of unfortunate, honestly. But yeah, as I've done my little rant here, or whatever, we go through the beautiful hill, which also has green grass. But as we keep on moving towards the Badlands, which also has some absolutely stellar vistas. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And yeah, we just keep going on this railroad. And we'll also have another beautiful landmark besides my house, but I guess it's right by my house, so... Is it part of my house? It probably is. Oh, sorry for the jerking. Right there. Oops. But yeah, if you look up here, and you notice that, it is a legendary pig that was the mascot of my channel and still kind of is, Snouts the Third, but gigantic. Oh yeah, also you can put rails through water, it's kind of awesome. And as you notice right here, this is kind of broken up. Is it a chunk error? No. It's where I mined 4 chunks. I have to get in third person. But yeah, it's so deep that even my 12 chunk render distance can't even see the bottom of it. It is very deep. So let's get off this beautiful minecart here, because we don't need it anymore. Because we're going to be seeing this chunk mining. This is 4 chunks total, which is a roughly 100,000 blocks. And I'm counting that from Y64, by the way, not just like the entire chunk. It is ridiculously deep. You can barely see the bottom from the fog. Yeah, it is a very, very deep chunk, but it is very beautiful. Took me like 30 hours to mine this thing out, or something like that. Probably less than that, honestly. But it took a long time, and I am very proud of it. We got a bunch of chests here with stuff too, and a dog there, apparently, which I'm just going to leave there for now. And if we go into the nether, there's nothing. I don't think it's really worthwhile. There's just a little bit of a railroad here, and that's pretty much it. Along with nether fortress somewhere over by my old base. That's pretty much it, honestly. And then we got some rail boxes and a bunch of different stuff. But anyways, this is my main base, as you can see. It's got my name right there in beautiful lit up letters. It's kind of weird because it's supposed to be flashing sometimes. Not like on and off, but like as a little series. I can show you that at the end of the video probably, when it becomes night. But yeah, we got our villagers here and everything else. Absolutely wonderful. Gotta wait here a second because I love lag. We've got ourselves an oh so lovely, crop farm. That's automatic, and it just puts into this chest right here. Also, as you notice, I have a lot of dogs, because I bred them one time. And just kept breeding them and breeding them. And just got a bunch of them. I don't know. And then we have what I like to call thousands of XP ore. I call copper XP ore for the reference, because it's just good XP. Get like... It does almost as much XP as diamonds, actually, surprisingly, if you smelt it up. And it's pretty worth it in the end. Lots of XP, and it's an okay building block, honestly. You got iron golems here. And all my villagers are decently set up as of right now, but not fully set up yet. And then over here... Ah, my gosh, the lag. We've got our chest room, which is a work in progress. And as you can see, my sheep has never eaten any grass right now, because there's no grass here. There is podzol, though, interestingly enough. But I need to wait until things are better and I actually have a place to put these animals. But for now, I just really don't. And yeah. Also, apparently there's an iron golem here. That's interesting. But yeah, this house is 100% safe, minus phantoms over here right now. But that'll get fixed up later. In a while, I guess. I don't know how long it's going to take to build this place. It's looking pretty beautiful. Got some pink wool right there, which is meant to be gold blocks, but I had to replace those. I have the gold blocks now, but I haven't bothered to replace that yet. This is just a tour. I'm not changing anything. If we just sleep to the day, because I don't want phantoms to spawn during our nightly ride. Or I guess it's daily, but part of it happens at night. Which the good thing about rails is they're just fast enough that you can actually just outrun the mobs, which is kind of beautiful. Get in the minecart and keep on zooming by. It's absolutely beautiful. And the minecart is slowly going to move us eventually. Come on, you can speed up. There we go. Now it's at max speed. We keep on going. It's going to be beautiful. And as you can see, that used to be a plantation where I grew a bunch of crops for wheat, actually. The wheat's actually for the mud bricks of the house, but by the way. And also inside that pig is the legendary Snouts the Third himself. It's absolutely beautiful. Too beautiful to be seen by human eyes right now. Because it's Snouts the Third, what do you expect? Anyways, I'll meet you guys back at the place where we were gonna change the subscriber count really quick. Alrighty, we're finally here. There we go. I am a frame perfect master. Alright, let's get this little subscriber count fixed up because it is clearly a work in progress right now. And beautiful. Hopefully I can upgrade this to even better blocks as time goes on, but it's looking pretty dang beautiful right now. 129 subscribers, as of the recording of this video, of course. At the time I checked it, which I checked it like 5 minutes ago. Probably hasn't changed. But anyways, let's head to bed since I actually had to go back and get the resources for that building. I mean, I just straight up skipped the copper tier, which is kind of awesome. And now I'm making it beautiful, beautiful lapis. I'm gonna wait for all these monsters to die outside because I don't want to deal with them. Can you please? Thank you. I do not like that camera shake. Oh well, hopefully you just won't get hit again. But yeah, now as we go over this direction... Frick. Give me that. Gosh dang it. Make me go this direction, you stupid minecart trail. But if we go over in this beautiful direction, we can see some more beautiful stuff. Like this ravine. Yep, that's right, we have ravines in this world. Even though they're actually not pre-1.18. This world was actually created in 1.19, I do believe. So it is still relatively new. But yeah, I created this world on the very first day of this year, 2023. It was created on January 1st. I don't know when my first video was released, but that's what I'm considering the anniversary of this channel. The first day of the year. But then again, who wants to celebrate New Year? I mean, my channel anniversary when it's on New Year's Day. Then again, most people care about New Year's Eve most of the time. Oh well, as we go through this beautiful looking forest, which actually isn't that beautiful come to think of it, but it's a birch forest, it exists. It's got trees in the way that I still have yet to cut down, which I probably should at some point. But I haven't had the time to do that. It's not really worth it when most people won't even see this, unfortunately. I usually just show me doing stuff on my base or mining underground. I don't know what I'm going to do for my next episode, but there's stuff like that. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot I broke this one minecart. Oh, wait, no. It's just, it lagged all of a sudden. What the heck lagged my world to make this happen? Luckily, I didn't actually get taken away from this minecart here now. That would have been not so good. Alright, now, there we go. Yes, sometimes there's funny lag spikes. Hopefully that doesn't make the videos too much worse. But then again, I guess it makes it somewhat more relatable, I guess, since people's computers lag sometimes. Yeah, there's that, I suppose. And, oh, well, we skipped past the next little beautiful train station somehow. I was speedy enough to actually click that lever. Really should make that an easier system to use, but there's not much I can actually do to make that possible to dodge without making it really annoying. I could make it shoot an arrow every time, but that wouldn't really work either. But I'm glad I flicked that lever quick enough. Beautiful. We got a river over here and a taiga, which is what we're going to be going into soon. Doo-doo-doo. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. This forest is lovely. And now we have my bridges, my signature build. Not really, though. But I like building bridges. They're pretty nice. They're pretty easy to do. And they're not all that hard to do. That's what's nice about them. They're just easy, easy, easy. And then, this gateway, which means literally nothing other than the fact that we're going into the cold biomes now. Somehow, that little place was where I took the screenshot of for my biggest Minecraft video at the time, which I couldn't beat for a long time until I did an Old Worlds tour. But yeah, that was where I took a screenshot of my biggest video for my Minecraft series, which is kind of cool, actually. It's kind of like that. Just a nice, simple build, and yet it got many views. Kind of amazing, actually. That's like a no commentary version of this, but a little bit different. And over here, we have our beautiful, beautiful log cabin, which is my favorite one of them all. Got kind of like a little face here, sort of, not really. And it's also got a chest with random stuff in it, and a water source for some reason. I'm not exactly sure Maybe I was doing something with that water at some point. I don't know. We'll switch it back over so it's easier to get back home in the end. Yeah, I don't have much outside of these railroad tracks because, yeah, I use these railroads a lot more often than my Elytra since no durability cost. I'd rather not waste durability. It's kind of annoying just going to villagers and waiting 30 minutes to get my stuff prepared. It does take a long time, but luckily I do have the villagers set up fairly well, so it's not too awful. I mean, I haven't enslaved them yet, that's what I'm saying. And now we're in the ice biomes. With this nice snowy taiga with a icy river. Looking pretty beautiful. And we also love these beautiful visual glitches that happen all the time. And up here, the more river, I suppose. And then, since this is on ice, we just turn and nothing special happens. Because ice doesn't really affect rails as far as I know. Also, this is like one of the only places where mobs can actually hit you because of strays and it being just open enough for them to actually shoot you. So yeah, this is like the only somewhat dangerous place in the entire, like, I guess, railroad, if you're riding it. As you can see, there's many different strays that have tried to shoot me over the years. And beautiful. This is actually a reference to a house I used to have at one point in a different world that's never been shown to YouTube or anything. It's like a personal world. I made a house just like this where I lived. It looks almost exactly like this, but there's some differences that I probably forgot about. But I try to make it as accurate as possible. And I love this little house. It's just nice and tiny and cozy. But yeah. Anyways, we continue on closer and closer to my old base, which has been abandoned. And I made it look somewhat abandoned, kind of, by making it seem empty, which it is. Now we just keep on going. Beautiful. Yeah, this place is kind of barren. There's not much to say about it. It's just empty terrain as I was making a railroad from my old base to my new base so I could transfer materials easier. But then I just never used it like that. I just transferred the villagers instead. Which was useful. And also, we have polar bears, which were kind of my arch enemy back in the day. But now, I just don't care about them. They just, if they're in my way and they try to attack me, then I will attack back. But otherwise, yeah, everything's fine. Get my sword just in case, because we have to have some dangerous things that come up sometimes. I really hope there's not some weird glitch that makes a wither respawn or something like that. That would be awful. Because we're getting close to the wither fields. Where I fought my first wither. It did not go well. That's all I'm gonna say, honestly. Now we're in another tunnel, because this is the mountainous area, actually. So I keep moving my mouse like that. And yeah, we have a villager here because I never moved him properly. He just kind of chills here all day. He lives here, and he happens to be a stonemason, actually, I do believe. And I already traded with him. So yeah, he's just a stonemason, but he has no workstation here. Do I have the materials to make him a workstation here? No, I do not, which is unfortunate. Will this guy ever get a workstation? I doubt it, but he just kind of chills here in a station inside the mountain, which I kind of like, actually. A pretty chill area. Anyways, as we continue onward. And yeah, this is just a cave, or I guess it was. This is the cave, yeah. And then there's more cave up here, which is the same cave, because caves get massive nowadays. Beautiful. I mined for a bunch of iron here and coal for a project. I think it was this railroad, actually, or part of another part of the railroad for the nether, I guess. Yeah, and we also have powdered snow here soon, which is my arch nemesis in this world, because that's the whole reason I moved, actually. Because powdered snow was just awful, because you couldn't really deal with it normally, and it was just kind of annoying. Also, this is like an unfinished building. It's like the abandoned railroad station or something like that. That's what I'm gonna call it anyways. More unfinished scaffolding and railing. Kind of beautiful, honestly. You have to love it, because it's just there always. Like, most of these bridges are not complete, because I don't really need to. Because nobody's gonna see them for the most part. But yeah, I built this railroad, and it kind of has some complete stuff, but most of it's incomplete. And also, this is the wither fields, which you can kind of see from over here. Let's actually take a good old stop here, because... Get back over here, you stupid minecart. Ah, no. Oh my gosh. No, it's gonna get away without me. Oh well. But yeah, if we go over here, this is the wither fields. So it's very bright here, but there's not much I can do about that. And as you can see, some stuff happened here. I made a mistake by fighting it here because of the powdered snow, which actually is what killed me in the end because I couldn't escape the frickin' wither because of it. So if we just get ourselves our beautiful spyglass over here, yeah, you can see that some funny stuff happened. Also, yeah, that's just a weird skull. It probably hasn't moved yet, come to think of it. Oh no, it's just a glitched skull. Funny. It just kind of exists there, I guess. You got funny glitches in this world. Apparently that skull never moves, unchanging. It would probably kill me in one hit. Because of the stupid wither debuff, which is insane. Especially on Bedrock, where you don't have enough regeneration to out-regenerate it. One hit from a wither skull and you get wither, and you're dead. Yeah, I ended up destroying a lot of stuff, and I actually ended up losing an entire shulker of mud bricks for my house because I forgot I turned tile drops off. Yeah, because the wither lags my computer as well. It's just genuinely awful. Not a fun boss fight at all. Terraria does way better. Even the worst Terraria bosses do way better than the Wither and the Ender Dragon. Probably combined, honestly, 30 times over. Minecraft bosses are just not that fun. They need to do a better job at making it more fun, but they haven't. But as we continue traveling up this railroad, we're at our final destination, and the final part that's somewhat interesting in my world, besides one last place that is kind of out of the way and not really finished yet. Probably a project I'll finish later, but I'll keep it a secret for now, I suppose. I guess this is a world tour though, so I probably should show it, but oh well. And here we have my old base, which is kind of beautiful, honestly. Covered in snow, which was also another reason I moved, because snow is not fun to deal with, especially when it covers everything. And yeah, we also still have an enchanting table here, which I have yet to move, surprisingly. Why do I have 2 shovels? I don't know. Both of them are pretty decent, not gonna lie. Weird. I guess I lost my Silk Touch pickaxe as well, which is unfortunate. Yeah, as you can see, this used to be my chest room, and it still has a bunch of chests, which I should probably collect up later. I'll collect that after the video. But yeah, we have the old villager room, which is completely abandoned, and was never finished fully. We have an Ender Dragon head and with a skeleton head, which I actually got the skeleton head from Ancient City, which is under here, but I'm not going to really show that either. Although I was working on a project of it, where I was trying to restore it. Didn't end up going well, not because of the warden, though. All my old mobs, which are still here, abandoned to this day, because it's not worth traveling them over here. Because I just got new ones. And if we go up here, we've got my old place where I slept. It has the beautiful campfire as well, which is awesome. I guess it's a fireplace, but whatever. Also, beautiful glitch things right there as well. So much snow has, like, piled up as well. I think that's just me placing snow, actually, to block the mobs off. Because I came back here at one point. And that was my old nether portal, which was also a very beautiful nether portal, not gonna lie, but oh well. That's just how it is, I suppose. Also, as you can see, this is made of both spruce and oak, because I actually moved out here after dying. Once. I'll explain that in a little bit. Then we have our old crop farm, which I still haven't actually fully harvested and brought back, because I'm not going to do that yet. I suppose I can tell the final story of this, as a bonus little thing for the end. So, how did I actually start up and ended up here, instead of, like thousands of blocks from spawn as my first base? Well, first of all, I did go over there and actually went to a bastion. I went underground and I made a nether portal with just lava buckets and water, which is a pretty unique strategy, I know. And then I went into the nether very early and decided it's time to raid another fortress. But then disaster struck when I got hit by a piglin and forgot that shields actually were disabled on Bedrock Edition now by, like, axes. I completely forgot about that because that wasn't a thing for a long while, unfortunately. And then I died, and I tried many times to get my stuff back. But then, when I tried to escape, I'm like, you know what, this is enough. Let's just escape here for now. A zombie, a spider, and a creeper all ganged up on me in, like, a small spot while I was trying to escape the waterfall out of the cave, which is actually the first cave that you saw in the video. One right by the spawn. I tried to escape there with a waterfall, and I just died because they were all right next to me and I had nothing to defend myself and lost everything I had. So instead I decided to screw it and move it all the way over to the mountains, and that's how I went to this place. And the rest is pretty much history. Minus me moving out of this place for powdered snow, but that's pretty much it, honestly. So yeah, I guess that's a tour of my world, I suppose. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, maybe consider leaving a like or maybe even subscribing, or maybe even check out my YouTube Discord server, which is where I chill a lot and do pretty much nothing, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye!